So this is part 2 of this video of me just walking around London 360 degrees. Why not? In this video we're going to talk about tracking your car, whether it's something that I would consider, you have considered, and I do know that my previous video did actually say that I have no intention of tracking my car and I'm going to keep it that way. Now, I was kind of thinking about this in a bit more detail last couple of weeks. I've had a few conversations with people on the channel, and I have actually revised my my thought process. Essentially, the way I was looking at this was, I don't want to track the car. It's the other drivers that are kind of worrying me. I don't want to damage the car, and I don't want someone driving into me. And my main concern was other drivers. It wasn't necessarily myself. Now, I've done a track day before at Goodwood, and maybe I'll put some footage up right now. And I guess what I'm trying to sort of say is that if I'm on a well-managed track day with not that many other cars on track, actually that's probably a safer environment than me going on some of the kind of road trips I've done in North Wales or in Yorkshire, because road surfaces are pretty terrible. You hit them at speed, potholes. You're going to be going through kind of conditions that aren't great for the actual suspension. So going on a flat surface where there's, say, it's a 2-mile track, 5 cars on track at a certain time. This is how Goodwood operate their kind of track days. That's exactly what I would do, and that's kind of what appeals to me, because that's what I call a safe environment, not too many cars on track at the same time. And it's not a race day, it's not competitive. I'm not trying to set lap times, it's a track experience. So I think I was probably too worried about, well, if I track my car, if I ever come to sell the car, what will other people think? And I found out that my current 981 GT4 was tracked anyway prior to me buying it, yet I'm still a happy owner with the car. And why should it bother me? Because I think track days mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. For me, the bad side of it is someone aggressively hitting the speed kind of, the chicanes, hitting them at speed. We all know about strut tower failure. I don't believe that's a problem with the Cayman GT4, but we do know some people who basically have aggressively and at high speed hit the curbs, and that's not great. Whereas my definition of a track day is, it's not a race day. I'm on unrestricted roads. I can do the speeds that I want with not a lot of cars around me. In fact, a good track day, they actually space out the, I said dead end, is it? I think on a good track day, they'll actually space out the cars on track. So there's actually less chance of there being stone chips, debris being kicked up by other cars on the track. And actually, I remember when I did a track day in my Jag, it was such a feeling of freedom to do whatever speed you want, drive however you want, safely, on track, without worrying about speed cameras and potholes and all that kind of stuff. So I probably will track my 981 GT4 at some stage on a well-managed private track day event. And by that, it just means to me, it'll be on a smooth track, fast-flowing, limited to a certain number of cars. So I probably will pay extra for there to be fewer cars on the track at that point in time. And I guess part of me is thinking, well, why was I so hung up about not doing a track day in the first place? Because maybe I was too concerned about what would the next owner think. Oh, I'm going to devalue my car, the warranty won't work. Well, we know Porsche GB, they do track days. The official Porsche clubs do track days. It's perfectly fine taking a car out on track. Just don't, I guess, abuse it. Don't be an idiot. And I'd like to think I'm not an idiot. I'm not going to do any damage to my car. And it's not competitive. It's just about driving at the pace that I want to drive in a safe and relaxed manner. So my viewpoint has changed. I may do a track day, and there we go. I'll be enjoying life and cars to the max, where I may even do a track day this year. And I'm learning not to be too precious with my car. So win-win. I do think I lost a bit of my magic, like my mojo, like Austin Powers would say. Where's your mojo? I think I lost it in just getting too caught up about being precious with a car. You don't need to have a GT4, that's a personality thing. So whatever car you have, own it, do whatever you want with a car. And if you feel like maybe you're losing a bit of the magic, or you're not going to do a road trip because you're worried about getting stone chips, because there was a little bit of that creeping in with me. I was like, oh no, if I do go on that trip and I'm really behind Eddie up some single track, I'm going to get more scuffs. It's going to happen. We have sports cars, they're low. You can't really enjoy it when it's sitting on your driveway. And maybe I've made these videos for myself as a bit of therapeutic medicine, who knows. If you found this video useful, give us a thumbs up, put some comments down below. I probably won't make a point of doing these 360 videos again. I just thought I'd make use of the moment while I'm up in town, Queen's Jubilee weekend and all that kind of stuff. So, enjoy life and cars to the max, and until the next video, see ya.